Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, just to make sure you can hear me. Radio check 1 2 3 4 5. How did it?
Yeah, very well, Mas Riki.
Okay. Okay. First of all, I would like to say thank you very much for all of you guys to joining this event. And a very special moment for today. As usual, before we are experiencing the Iatca birthday, we have some event in order to develop our association member. Hopefully, this event will be become something that more meaningful to the person itself, and then more engagement to the association also, and finding out the most potential candidate for the organization itself and also for the company. Well, first of all, I would like also to introduce you myself. My name is Agit Prasetyo, acting as the temporary MC and also the moderator for this morning match for the first time match will be Iatca Jakarta versus Iatca Bali. And then also we have a very special participants here, another member of association, and also from the DPP also, and all of the potential candidate of this member association. Okay, we've been running about 8 minutes from the schedule to catching up to the next event. We'll be listening and singing to the national anthem, Indonesia Raya. Mr. Operator, you ready? Thank you very much for the national anthem. Next will be Mars Iatca.
Kami keluarga besar ATC Indonesia sepakat berhimpun dalam Iatca, turut bertanggung jawab atur ruang udara demi Indonesia dan dunia. Berbekal profesional ATC Indonesia layani navigasi penerbangan, terjamin keselamatan, lancar, cepat dan aman, senantiasa dalam lindungan Tuhan. Asas Pancasila Urat 45 menjiwai setiap karyanya, kedaulatan bangsa, wawasan Nusantara, bela kokoh untuk selamanya. Mari kita bersama jaga profesi kita, semoga jayalah Iatca. Berbekal profesional ATC Indonesia layani navigasi penerbangan, terjamin keselamatan, lancar, cepat dan aman, senantiasa dalam lindungan Tuhan. Asas Pancasila Urat 45 menjiwai setiap karyanya, kedaulatan bangsa, wawasan Nusantara, bela kokoh untuk selamanya. Mari kita bersama jaga profesi kita, semoga jayalah Iatca, semoga jayalah Iatca, semoga jayalah Iatca.
Thank you very much for the Mr. Operator. Going up to the next event, I would like to deliver you the agenda for the first match, Iatca English Debate 2024. At time supposed to be at time 0930, we will have the opening ceremony, but seems a little bit late for about 13 minutes, but it's okay. And then at time 0930 to 11 o'clock will be held the first elimination round between Iatca Jakarta and Iatca Bali. Okay, moving up to the next event. After the round of elimination, Jakarta and Bali will be break from 11 o'clock until 2 p.m. And the second round of the elimination match will be held in 2 p.m. And we will be also announce you that this match is live on the Iatca TV, so you might be what we call it, you might be live streaming from the Iatca TV also. And we have also a special giveaway for the viewers in Iatca TV. So you might send your best support to your team by comment and also like, subscribe maybe from our YouTube channel. Moving up to the next event will be the opening speech from the coordinator of Iatca English Debate Competition, Mr. Mada. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mas Agit. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, and honorable speakers, judges, and participants of the Iatca English Debate Competition 2024. Alhamdulillah, thanks to God, because today we can attend this competition with a good condition. And of course, it was a great honor for me. Thanks to Iatca for having me as a coordinator of this English debate competition. I am very glad to see all of participants here, the DPC of Iatca member that contribute to the competition and support the representative of its DPC in this debate competition. I hope this competition can go objectively. And welcome to the battle. Last but not least, thanks to all committee of this English debate competition for preparing all of this very well. I hope this event can running well until the end of the competition, and also it can be beneficial for us. Finally, with saying basmalah together, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, the Iatca English Debate Competition Phase 2 2024 officially open. Thank you very much and good luck. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Mr. Coordinator, Mr. Manas. Well, going up to the next agenda will be the battle one, elimination match between Jakarta and Bali. Before we start to the match, I would like to introduce our special adjudicator for today. First one is Miss Umi. Can you hear me?
You're audible. You're audible, sir.
Okay, how are you today?
I'm so excited to join and to watch the hot debates of the most fabulous teams of Jakarta and Bali. So looking forward.
Thank you very much. Second adjudicator, Ms. Umi. And the first will be Mr. Bara Jiwanganata. How are you, sir?
Hello, everyone. I'm good, and let's do this because this is very kind and it's very interesting for us. Also, my friend in Jakarta and Bali will have a nice battle today. So let's do it, Umi.
Okay, thank you very much. And okay, so we already checked the radio from both of our adjudicator and readability is not six, yeah, five. Loud and clear. And then going up to the next event to be more closer to the adjudicator for now. We would like to introduce Mr. Bara. Mr. Bara is from Iatca Bali with 14 years in service at the previous placement on International Lombok Airport. And now he was service on Igusti Ngurah Rai Bali. And then the second adjudicator is Miss Umi. Miss Umi was now on Matsi, Makassar, with the experience, a lot of experience, I'm pretty sure. Now will be the DPP on DPP, yeah. Graduated also from CIS Singapore in 2022, and then from the Open University in Banten. That's very. If I read the CV, I'm sure the time will be end to read the CV of Misumi. So that's all about the adjudicator. Next will be the participant itself from DPC Iatca Jakarta. We have very special potential candidate from Jakarta. First will be Miss Erga. The second will be Miss Adinda. And last but not least, Mr. Tubagus. Hope you are very well now. And then for the opposition will be from Bali. First is Miss Niwayan Putri Astari. Second will be Armita Sulistia Chandra. Third will be Anak Agung Ayu Wuryandri Tridewi. Nice to see you guys. And then, all right. Seems we are a little bit late, so I think we can move to the next agenda to do a wheel spin for decide which team will be the pro team, which one will be the contrasts. Mr. Operator, would you please show the wheel spin? All right. You may spin now. Okay. Then we got the resolution. The pros team will be the PC Iatca Jakarta. Okay. Now you may prepare yourself. The PC Iatca Jakarta to be the pros team. And the negative team will be the PC Iatca Bali. While you're preparing for everything, I would like also to remind you regarding the previous term and condition for the English debate for today. And generally, the terms and condition already delivered on technical meeting. First will be you have to wear clothes according to the regulation. For example, a formal batik or create uniform. The second is the participants are prohibited for making personal attacks against other participants. The third will be participants are prohibited from using bad language and also offending Sarah, LGBT, and pornography. Now you can do that. And then the fourth members of the debate group can give signal to the speaker who is presenting his argument, as long as this does not interfere with the progress of the debate. And then the five will be speakers are prohibited from communicating verbally with speakers who are presenting arguments. Six will be participants are prohibited from using gadget or something like digital gadget, but you may use conventional one like paper and notes are permitted. The seven will be obey the timing of the duration or time of the debate terms and condition. For information, guys, the timekeeper will show you the time limitation so you can manage your team to be able to comply with time limitation. Last but not least, if there are audio or video problems in the middle of the debate, please raise your hand immediately or text Will to the column on the Zoom meeting. As been delivered on the technical meeting, the substantive speech will be 7 minutes and the reply speech will be 4 minutes. And for the time signal, our timekeeper will give you a green screen. It means you may deliver a POI. And then for the yellow screen, the POI is prohibited. And the red screen means the speech should be over. All right. Before technically started the battle, would you please check your radio from DPC Iatca Jakarta? Please check your radio. DPC Iatca Jakarta, would you please check the radio?
Yes, you are audible, sir.
I cannot hear you.
Okay.
Okay, how about now? Do you hear my voice?
Is any other can hear DPC Iatca Jakarta?
How about now? Can you hear me?
Yes, now there another. All right, thank you. DPC Iatca Jakarta, DPC Iatca Bali, would you please check the radio?
Check.
Yes, you are audible. Very beautiful. And would you try to implement the background as your background for the layer, and we will check, is it possible if there is any gesture or any POI? Is it possible or not?
Okay, good job.
I mean, yes, let's look at the do as the cross. Would you please show your POI?
Yes.
No, the
You-
POI
yeah.
is not visible with the background, so it's not committed to use the background.
What about Bali? Is it also impossible for you to show the background with the POI? Sorry, Bali, you are
background,
unreadable.
so we can't take. Yeah, for the cones, yeah, for the cones background, for Mr. Ramada, can you share it in the group? So my crew, my another partner can set it in my laptop.
Right. Another crew, please, would you please send the background layer to Bali to be implemented on the screen?
Mr. Moderator, before we started, I want to from jury one, I would want to say something. Can I have a time?
Yes, sure, sure.
Thank you very much for this time. I just want to make you not worry about me because I'm from Bali. So this time for Bali versus Jakarta, I make it crystal clear that me and Umi is we want to make a fair play for this one. So don't you worry about that. I would like to fair play enough for this kind of debate. So don't worry, my friend from Jakarta, because I was born in Bali and I'm from Bali. So it's my time to win to Bali as a winner. It's not like that. Just for make you confirmation, I crystal clear. I am want to be a good debate. This is for about two time for me as a jury. So that's why in my responsibilities for like a jury is I want to make it fair play. So don't worry about that. And crystal clear, very fair. And I try coordination with Umi about the condition and very well and clear. So don't worry about that. Especially for my friend from Jakarta. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Bara. We wouldn't doubt your professionalism, actually. Okay. And Iatca Bali, back to Iatca Bali. Oh, Mr. Adjudicator and Mr. Adjudicator, is it permissible for them to not using the background?
You sure?
Because
Sure. If it's such a disturbance for you to using the background, you may just, laugh it out and just let it be because it's really priority to see whether you are raising any POI or not, rather than just saying the background. So no worries. If you don't have it or maybe for this time you cannot access it, so let it be.
all right,
Okay.
thank you very much.
I agree to
Mr. Jerry, Mr.
with
Bara.
Umi. I agree with Umi. It's okay. This kind of battle we want to see this battle because this is kind of situation. Maybe you cannot disturb about that. Go ahead.
All right, I think it's been clearly decided by the adjudicator, so it is not a big problem to not using the background. Okay, to going to the next event, it will be we already decide the pros and the contrast, and I think we will start the debate from now. Right, Ayatka Jakarta ready? Okay, Ayatka Bali, you ready?
We are ready.
Okay, Ayatka Bali, you ready?
You're ready.
Okay. You good? Ready to go? All right. Thank you. Well, let's begin the match and start from the first speaker of the affirmative team. Please welcome the PCI Iatca Jakarta's first speaker.
Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and good morning to everyone. Me, Elga Moida, as first speaker from the pro side. And firstly, I would like to thank to the adjudicator and moderator also, and to timekeeper and also my beloved team for your time and for your attention. And also thank you for the opposite team. And today we have very special motion, and the motion before us is this house would ban single-use plastic worldwide. I say again, for today, our motion is before this house would ban single-use plastic worldwide. For the purpose of this debate, we define about single-use plastic as plastic products that are intended to be used once and then discarded, such as plastic bags, straw, and bottles and cutlery. A worldwide ban means that all countries would implement policy to prohibit the production, sale, and use of this item. And from the definition that I said before, our limitation on this debate is the scope of single-use plastic effect to the worldwide environment. I say again, our limitation today is the scope of single-use plastic effect to the worldwide environment. And we, as the pro team, strongly support the motion to ban single-use plastic worldwide. Okay, before we started, I, Erga Moida, as the first speaker from the pro team, will deliver from environment side that about single-use plastic will endanger sea and land ecosystem. And my second speaker will deliver you about society demand of green environment regarding single-use plastic. And also my third speaker will deliver strengthen and summarize our arguments and against our opponent. So you will agree with us. And let's move to our argument today. And did you know ban single-use means we agree to reuse plastic as disposable material. So single-use of plastic may result more plastic waste. Meanwhile, plastic is a component of synthetic or semi-synthetic materials can be reused as disposable material for another kind of plastic created more than before, such as art, bottles, toys, and etc. Single-use plastic will impact more the environment. And do you worry about the safe of disposable plastic? No, there are so many kind of chemical way to reuse plastic as safe material. From the UN Environment Programs or UNEP's recent report, from pollution to solution shows there is currently between 75 until 190 million tons of plastic waste in the ocean. And in 2016, some 9 until 14 tons of waste enter the aquatic ecosystem. It is estimated that by 2040, and this will have almost triple to 23 until 37 million tons per year. And plastic are also the laggards more harmful and most persistent of marine litter, and accounting for at least 85% of all marine waste. And also our argument is that single-use plastic pose a significant threat to marine ecosystem, and plastic make up a large proportion of marine debris, with an estimate 8 million tons entering the ocean each year. This plastic can persist in the marine environment for hundreds of years, causing long-term damage. And ladies and gentlemen, for marine animals such as fish, seabirds, and turtles often mistake plastic debris for food. Ingesting plastic can lead to blockages in their digestive system, malnutrition, and even death. For example, sea turtle. Sea turtles often mistake plastic bag for jellyfish. Do you imagine that? A common food source leading to fatal consequences. Yes, go ahead, Popioline.
Thank you, my worthy opponent. From the statement that my worthy opponent state single plastic, single use plastic is the most endangered, is the most thing that endangered the ocean. Can you give me the correct data or the real data of your statement that you say it the most? That single-use plastic, not plastic generally. Thank you.
I already state the data, ma'am. Do you hear me? The point of I gave you before the from UN Environment Program, UNEP recent report from pollution to solution solved. It's the data, ma'am. It's the data since 2016. Do you hear that about the my argument from the UN Environment Program? I say again, this report from pollution to solution solved. There is currently between 75 until 190 million tons of plastic waste in the ocean, and it causes damage for single-use plastic, ma'am. And so let's to move on our next argument. Marine animals such as animal fish that I said before, and furthermore, plastic break down into microplastic, which are teeny particles less than 5 millimeters in size. These microplastics are ingested by a wide range of marine organisms, from plankton to whales, and can accumulate in the food chain. And this is not only affect marine life, but also poses a risk to human health when contaminated seafood is consumed. Can you imagine that? And that a single-use plastic endangers terrestrial ecosystem. On land, plastic waste often accumulated in natural habitats such as forests, and river. So in the conclusion, single-use plastic pose a grave threat to both marine and terrestrial ecosystem. The persistence of plastic waste in the environment leads to direct harm to wildlife. So my second speaker will further elaborate on society demand of green environment regarding single-use plastic, and also the motion today is ban single-use plastic worldwide. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for the first speaker of the affirmative team. Now, please welcome first speaker of the negative team. Time is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, honorable judges, fellow debaters in the audience, good morning. I am Niwayan Putri Astari, and I'll be speaking against the motion. This House will ban single-use plastic worldwide. Today we gather to discuss a motion that, on the surface, seems straightforward and novel, banning single-use plastics worldwide. But as we delve deeper, it becomes clear that this proposal is a complex issue with far-reaching consequences. As the opposition team, we believe that a global ban on the single-use plastics is not only unrealistic, but also misguided. It's a solution that, in its haste address one problem, creates a multitude of others. I also want to enlightening with my last POI from the first speakers of my worthy opponents that she stated that single unusable plastic is the most. But from my data, from my team data, that we reach it's plastic generally. So I want to the judges think about their correct data. And the next, we need to take a step back, examine the evidence, and consider the unintended consequences of such a ban. My team and I will present a nuanced argument that challenges the assumption that a ban is the most effective way to address the issue of plastic waste. We will explore the complexities of this issue, and we will argue that a more targeted pragmatic approach is needed to truly make a positive on our environment. No, thank you. While the proposition team has highlighted the devastating impact of plastic pollution, their solution, a global ban on single-use plastic, oversimplifies the complexity of the issue. By generalizing plastic pollution as a single problem, they neglect the diverse context and needs of different countries, industries, and communities. No, thank you. The definition provided by the pro side does not differentiate between different types of single-use plastic and their respective impacts. In reality, plastic pollution is a multifaceted issue that requires tailored solution. Furthermore, the proportion team solution fails to account. Okay, go ahead for my words, opponent.
Okay, thank you. You said that the plastic, the single-use plastic, without banning the single-use plastic, it will increase the air pollution and the contamination to the wildlife. Meanwhile, do you think without the single plastic, with the single plastic use, you can guarantee the non-contaminated wildlife around the environment?
Thank you for my worthy opponents for the POI. But still, I am not yet already finished to explain my argument. My next argument will answer your question. And from my argument that I want to highlight this. I want to highlight we need to improving waste management and recycling system. That's what we need to do. While the proposition team is highlighting the environmental and health risks associated with plastic production and their solutions that you talk about microplastic, but in my side, the reality is that plastic production is a global industry that provides essential products for various sectors, including healthcare, transportation, and packaging. A sudden ban would lead to significant economic disruption, job losses, and unintended consequences. No, thank you. Waste management refers to all the activities involving in collecting, transporting, processing, and disposing of waste of materials. And from this waste management, we can we enhance a waste management and recycling system. We can reduce plastic waste, minimize environmental contamination, and promote sustainable practices. But you need to highlight it that a sudden ban will lead to significant economic disruption. That's why we need to empower the waste management and recycle. Okay. And while recycling systems is a series of processes designed to transform used materials into new valuable products, cycling is a multifaceted system that plays a critical role in it, conserving natural resources, reducing landfill waste, and saving the energy. improved waste management, and recycling system can be achieved through a combination of strategies. Implementing extended producer responsibility, investing in advanced recycling technologies, promoting circular economy practices, and educating consumers about proper waste disposal and promoting behavioral change through awareness campaigns and incentives. By adopting a more nuanced and multifaceted approach, we can address the root causes of plastic pollution, reduce environmental contamination, and promote sustainable development without causing unnecessary economic disruption and unintended consequences. Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much for Iatca Bali, first speaker of Iatca Bali. And the next will be followed by the second speaker of Iatca Jakarta. Second speaker of Iatca Jakarta, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, all us, and thank you for all the adjudicators. Thank you for timekeeper. Thank you for all of the audience, and thank you for the opposition team. I am the second speaker of the JATSI team. Of course, what my first speaker said about I will deliver with the limitation that I will bring this discussion to the society demand of a green environment. To make us sure, to make us believe that the motion, we really stand with the motion that this house will ban the single use of plastics worldwide. But before, I want to rebuttal that the statement our opposition team just make us more believe to our position, just strengthen our position as the government team that we really stand with the motion that we should ban the single-use plastic worldwide. You, the opposition team, as the first speakers, is well to limit the motion, the reason why you should not be banned the worldwide single-use plastics. And my first speakers is already make a limitation to our discussion today, our motion today. But you are just felt to make a limitation. You just go anywhere. You talk about the economic. You talk about the health. But we are clearly make a limitation. But that my first speakers clearly limit the CISHAS make this motion and discuss about the environment, and I will make this motion to make sure us to clearly where is our position as the government. We will stand will ban the single-use plastic for what by the side of the society demand that need a green environment. So let me drive you to our team statement to make you believe, to make you stand with us as the single-use plastic should be banned worldwide. So yes, of course, that we obviously know that the plastics, the single-use plastics often used in our life, used in our needs. But once again, this motion is just bring us to discuss about one single-use plastics that only just use once and must be discarded after. This is will pollute our environment, our clean environment, our green environment, just become a sea of a single-use plastic waste. We want it? Of course not. And this pollution is getting attention from the governor, the environmentalists, and from all the people also around the world, of course. This has become a serious issue, So that's why we really stand with this motion. People become exhausted, become surrounded by this waste of the single use of plastics. So I want to quote it, something from Greenpeace International Study. Their recently released show similarly overwhelming support for ending single-use plastics. These results come ahead of the board and penultimate plastics pollution treaty negotiation. The data, with more than 430 million tons of virgin plastic produced each year, and 60% the plastic produced are a single plastic. And we must underline, we must bullet the points that only 9% from the 60% the plastic projects around the world, only 9% that the plastic we can currently recycle. So where is the left of the 51%, the single use of the plastic? Of course, it is will littering our environment. And from the first introduced in 1950s, over 8.3 billion metric tons of plastics have been produced, resulting in plastic waste that is detrimental to our oceans, lakes, river, and lakes. So that's why my first speaker said that it is harm our ocean wildlife, and it will harm our life, of course, because it's ruined the food chain. And now currently over 380 million metric tons of plastics are being produced annually. And plastic pollution is a reality, and single-use plastics are a large contributor. Estimates are around 50% of plastics. Once again, it's just used once and thrown away. So now, because of our exhausted and surrounded by this waste of a single use of plastics, our global society has developed what we call as a recycled lifestyle. So for instance, based on the fact that people nowadays is trying to figure out something then can substitute or to how we can eliminate the not again to use a single-use plastics in our life, such as it is this just for an instance. If we are going to the grocery shopping, we must use our own shopping bag, and if we go to the restaurant, we must bring our food or drink container by ourselves. And if you want to have a straw, we need to use our own standards. And we must underline that just for an instance, yeah, and that's just an example that proves that the society demand a great environment. Go ahead, Sharpio.
You give, you give, thank you for the UI time for me, sorry, for us. And can you give me, it's just it's so we can know when you give me the explanation or the examples, like if we want to buy something, we need to bring sorry, if we want to buy something, we need to bring a plastic it's not plastic bag thing. Can you give me another example that is strong enough?
Okay, the opposition team, thank you for the QI, but you just failed to understand what I mean. It's just for an instant, but I already say that let's go back to the motion, that this is just an example how the society demand a great environment. And that's what just once of our effort to lead to this society demand a green environment, and underline that this is the limitation for me as the second speaker of the government team, that we really stand with the motion that this house will abandon single-use plastics worldwide. And we offer you a solution. That we really stand to ban single-use plastic worldwide by use a recycled plastic product. What it is so well known as a biodegradable plastics. It means a plastics, a kind of plastics that easily composed by the microorganism of the soil. So we doesn't need to use more single-use plastic. So that's why this team, our government team, stand and believe that we strongly believe that the single-use plastics product should be banned worldwide. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the second speaker of the negative team. And then the next chance will be the second speaker of the negative team. The Iatca Bali is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, honorable judge, and fellow debaters, good morning. I'm here to speak by the second speaker for the contrast team. The professional team highlight the show the composition rates of plastic and the challenges associated with their recycling. While their points are valid, dare neglect the rapid advancement being made in recycling technologies and practice. Instead of resorting to a blanket ban, we should invest and promote this advancement to address the issue of plastic waste more effectively. It is true that traditional recycling methods often struggle with certain types of plastic, but the landscape is changing. New technologies are emerging that can effectively recycle even complex and mixed plastic. For example, advanced sorting system, chemical recycling process, and pyrolysis technologies are being developed and implemented to efficiently break down and reuse plastic waste. Furthermore, the focus should also be on promoting better recycling practice. This involves improving the collection and sorting infrastructure to ensure greater accessibility and efficiency. Educating consumer about proper waste disposal and increasing awareness about recyclable material. Developing incentive and regulation to encourage business to use recycled plastic in their manufacturing process. By investing in this technological advancement and promoting better recycling practice, we can significantly improve the rate of plastic recycling and reduce the amount of plastic going to landfill. This approach is more sustainable and environmentally sound than complete ban, as it allows us to leverage innovation to address the challenges of plastic waste without disrupting entire industries. Ultimately, we need a proactive and solution-oriented approach to tackling plastic waste. Focus on technological advancement in recycling and promoting better practice can create a more circular economy, minimizing environmental impact and maximizing resource recovery. This path forward is more effectively and less destructive than simply banning a valuable material like plastic. The proposition team argued that a ban on single-use plastic would encourage innovation and development of sustainable alternatives. While promoting sustainable alternative is crucial, a complete ban risks stifling innovation and creating market disruption that could ultimately hinder the transition to a more sustainable future. A more balancing approach focused on incentivizing innovation and gradual reduction is essential. A sudden ban would create significant uncertainty in market, potentially discourage investment. Go ahead for UI.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. What I heard before from you that you are talking about the recycling, but you don't give us the real evidence. And what we know that this motion is already limited about the environment. So I want to ask you, challenge you, what is the limitation? What is the clear statement that you want to bring this motion that make you really stand against this motion today? Thank you.
Thank you for the UI. And as you stated before, your motions is related with.
Sorry, Mrs. First Speaker. This is the chance for the second speaker.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, yes, thank you.
This motion called for a ban on single plastic, including but not limited to plastic bag, straw, and single food container. This ban would not only reduce plastic waste, but only drive innovation on sustainable alternative, leading to a cleaner and healthier planet for the generation to come. Thank you. Then I will continue my drift. Companies might hesitate to invest in new technologies when facing an immediate threat to their existing product. Furthermore, a sudden shift away from single-use plastic should disrupt supply chain, impacting business and consumer alike. Instead of a drastic ban, we should focus on incentivizing innovation and promoting the development and adoption of eco-friendly products. This can be achieved through providing financial support for research and development of sustainable alternatives. This would encourage companies to invest in innovation like a biodegradable plastic, reusable packaging, and compostable material. Implementing policy that favor the use of eco-friendly products. This would involve tax break, subsidy, and government.
All right, thank you very much for the second speaker of negative team. Now, please welcome from the third speaker of the affirmative team, Iatca Jakarta. Time is yours.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, madam and Mr. Speakers, and my honorable to the adjudicators. Our special motion today is this House will ban single-use plastic worldwide. Ladies and gentlemen, that clearly have been delivered by my first speakers side of the House to explain that why we should ban the single plastic use because of any kind of negative effect coming to the environment and also with the nature sites, especially the wildlife, and also by the society demand how they want to the environment to be good for them, the green environment. That's what they have too. Firstly, before going to the clashes points that what happened in this debate, I would like to rebut some points that's been delivered by the first speakers and the second speakers of the honorable opposition team side of the House. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not taking a lot of notes, but one thing is they only talking outside the limitation more than the environment. It's like the productions and the economic sides. It's more. I think they didn't respect the limitation that we built before by my first speaker from the government team. So from that things that very clear that the first speaker and the second speaker of the negative team side of the House unable to follow what has been delivered by my first and second speaker said. So we're going to the clashes points. The first one, whether or not the single-use plastic affecting the nature, especially wildlife. Both my first speakers and the first speakers of the opposition team side of the House have delivered. They have done a good things to take care of the wildlife itself and also the environment around it. As my first speaker delivered, firstly, about the effect of the single use of plastic to the ocean, especially, and based on the data by the UNEP recent reports in 2016, that's very clear that the environment effects by the single-use plastic is more effect to the environment negatively other than using the other side. So we use by banning these single-use plastics, we suggest with my second speakers and the first speakers has explained that we have to recycle those materials and bring more goods, and other than wasting the single use of plastic just once we use and disposable, it's just make another waste. That's not another level of negative impact to the environment, ladies and gentlemen. So based on that one, this House should ban the plastic go worldwide regarding the environment is affecting the nature wildlife if it is not being banned. Because by recycling it, it will make the waste more little than before, ladies and gentlemen. And the second flashpoint is whether or not the society welcome the single plastic. It is clearly they have been delivered by my second speaker side of the house from the government team, and then she have delivered the data based on what we call the green productions that using eco-friendly materials, such as we have the data in Lombok. In Lombok, we even have a school that made from plastic. It's from recycled plastic material. So, ladies and gentlemen, meanwhile, the opposite side of the house unable to creates what is the negative effects of recycling the plastic material. Meanwhile, we have to do some improvement using the plastic without other than just doing the disposable one. So we have to do more than just using it at once, but we have to do something more to bring goods to the environment, and the society will welcome it. Yes, please.
Thank you. Thank you for giving your time. As the worthy opponent explained it before, that I also want to highlight that's why the improving waste management is important. Improving waste management and recycling system is more important than banned.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. I understand that. But we have delivered, my first speakers have been delivered that the environment management regarding the waste is the obligation of the government. So there is no worry about the waste, because by recycling it, the government will make another policy, make another regulation regarding how to manage this waste around the environment. And also, if you are wondering how we can say that, based on the if you want to know, as Giacofelli Import-Export Company in La Caronto, Italy notes, countries are encouraged to promote action that lead to keeping resource at their highest value in the economy. It's outside our limitation, by the way. But by consuming less than replacing single-use products with fit for purpose, reusable alternative for healthier planet. That is clearly for the environment. Yes, please.
Okay, I appreciate with your argument, but in these times, I would like to ask you, can you give me an example, more argument about the data? Because in this argument, you still say that talk about limitation. So can you explain
Okay,
more?
thank you. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, as the third speaker, government inside of the house, it's not my job to deliver a new argument. So I summarize what has been delivered both by the government and the opposition inside of the house. So this is why I bring the clashes points that coming from the debate. Thank you. And then for the last one, I have another one flash point is whether or not single-use plastic producing more harm than good. It's very clear based on my first speaker explanation. It's more harm to use the single plastic for disposable items. So we do agree to ban the single-use plastic, and being the solution that you have to make the recycle of it and not taking care about the waste because the regulation has been made by the government. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
All right, thank you very much for the third speaker of Jakarta. And now please welcome the third speaker of the negative team, Iatca Bali. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you for the time, for ladies and gentlemen, and judges and audience. Thank you for the time, and I want to make some summary about what my first and second speaker said. But before that, I want to talk about the third speaker, then highlight about the third speaker of pro the teams that before he and they said about the limitation about these motions. That I think that the limitation in that motion is still relate about the environmental and then the environment and our the team arguments. So like that, what the position seems right to highlight the environmental and of the risk association with the plastic production. The solution is global ban on use plastic is an overly simplistic approach that neglects to complexity the issues. Instead of the focus on the blanket ban, also the priorities improving waste management and recycling system to better manage plastic with the immediate environmental contamination. Thank you for the POA, but I want to still on my argument rest. Okay, and I would like to summary that what my first speaker and second speaker said that in this motion I agree. I disagree with the ban of the single-use plastic because in while the recycling system in the series of the I want to highlight in this motion that while recycling system is a series of the processing designed to transfer used material into new valuable products, cycling is a multifunction system that plays critical roles, conserving natural resource, reducing landfill waste, saving energy, and then creating jobs. Implementing intended product responsibility, investing in advanced recycling technologies and that convert non-recyclable, promoting circular economy practice, educate the customer about the proper waste disposition and promoting behavior. So, and then, but the fossil fuel and GHG emission, as the second speaker said, that the plastic industrial. Okay, thank you for the POA. Wait a moment, please. Okay. The industry activity is insert research development to reduce the reliance on fossil fuels. I want to show the data. I have been search about the what is the fact about the ban is not good for ban a single plastic is not one of solution because based on data on ID News, all of debris it means a single-use plastic too. If it handled it a good way, can be a power plant. A power plant it consists of 20% from debris. So in Singapore, I said in Singapore, and the pollution will decrease because of the correct screening is down. And then I have a second fact based on the Data Foundation Singapore. Plastic was used to become the largest globally in based Singapore. In Singapore, can handle it, so they can increase the pollution, decrease the pollution. Okay, yes, go ahead for the POR.
Okay, thank you, madam. Firstly, I would like to wonder how do you explain the contamination that's happening to the environment. Meanwhile, the government has run the environment management system that have been produced a green environment more than the, as you said, negatively it's impact the environment. How that come?
Okay, thank you for the POI. The contamination of environmental, maybe you can say you can give me okay, sorry. Now, while the environmental pollution, I cannot show the data, but I have another data based on Singapore that it's the single use of plastic cannot be one of the environmental event, event. One single use plastic is one of effect, not damage effect for environmental pollution. Sorry, I think that's enough.
You have 13 minutes. Is it enough? 30 seconds, I mean, sorry.
Okay, I would like to continue my argument. I want to say that single-use plastic play a critical role in maintaining hygiene and safety, particularly in the medical and food industry. Alternatives may not provide the same level of protection, potentially leading to health risks. Single-use plastic offer convenience, especially in low-income communities where access to clean water is significantly limited.
All right, thank you very much for the third speaker of the negative team. Now it's time to the negative team to deliver the reply speech. DPC Iatca Bali to deliver your reply speech. Time is yours. Yes, Iatca Bali as the negative team. This is your chance to deliver the reply speech. Time is yours.
Thank you for thank you for our time. Sorry for the time. As a replay speaker, I want to, as a replay speaker in this time, from the explanation of our worthy opponents, they always highlight in the motions that the single-use plastics is banned because they damage the environmental. They always push on that option. They also explain more about how this single-use plastic harm the oceans, harms the wildlife, but still they lack of the issue, they lack of data because it's too narrow. It's too narrow. And we, as a cons team, still stick in our arguments that it's banning the single-use plastic data is not only about the environmental, it's not only about the environmental, but it's related with other aspects. Although you have a motion on it, but we also need to calculate with another impact of the ban. We need to calculate, we need to take a step back, and we need to count on other evidence. What is the effect? What is the effect in the whole? Environmental related to whole. Environmental also related to the economy. And if we ban it, what will happen? For the economics, why our team always highlight that the waste management and recycle management is important because it's more valuable. It's more valuable than ban it. because there's no, when we talk about what is the other change of the single-use plastic, what is the other change of it? And we want to highlight what is the economic impact, because plastic is cheap, guys. The single-use plastic is cheap. It's very worthy for the economic. Don't talk about the modern and improvement country. We talk about the middle country. They always use it because it's cheap. That's what we really want to highlight in our things. It's have a high economic values. Also, regarding to technology investment, there are already many innovative solutions being developed to reduce plastic waste, such as a biodegradable plastic recycling technologies, and even a plastic eating enzymes. So I think we don't need to ban it. I think we don't need to ban it. There is a biodegradable plastic. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for the reply speech from Iatca Bali. Now will be the chance for the reply speech delivered by Iatca Jakarta. DPC Iatca Jakarta, for the reply speech, time is yours.
Okay, thank you for the moderators and thank you for the adjudicators. Okay, I'm as the first speaker would like you to give a reply speech, and my team deliver you a clear timeline regarding the motion, and the motion is about ban single-use plastic worldwide. And my team also deliver you a comprehensive argument consists of clear statement and support by research by data, such as me, as the first speaker said that single-use plastic pose a grave threat to both marine and terrestrial ecosystem. The persistence of plastic waste in the environment leads to direct harm to wildlife, disruption of natural processes, and contribute to climate change. Given this several environmental impact, and we strongly support the motion to ban single-use plastic worldwide. And also, besides the honorable opposite teams, they never didn't get our limitation today, as we taught you before, and they didn't understand the debate structure, such as no clear definition and our limitation, as I talked before. And your as opposition team even failed to focus to make any arguments to support your team that you against this motion, as your first speaker and second speaker taught before, and you fail give the arguments to against us as pro team, and you fail to against to ban a single use plastic worldwide, and your statement even want to support us as a pro team to as a government team to stand with the motion. So based on this fact, we stand up here to assure you to agree with us. And at the end of the speech, I would like to state clearly that we as the government team, we absolutely agree to ban single-use plastic worldwide, because it would be danger and damage for our environment, for our future, for marine and also for the ecosystem. Thank you.
Okay, DPC Iatca Jakarta, you still have 1 minute. Is it okay?
Okay, sir. Sorry to be continued, and I also want to talk about your first speaker. Your first speaker unable to say with the limitation regarding enforcement affected single-use plastic. And your second speaker also didn't get the point what they said before, what they said or what they argument she couldn't get the point or what she said. And even their third speaker give the new argument, not summary for their talk about this motion, and they didn't get the summary for support their team. So I think we all know we should absolutely agree with this motion, and I think the opposition team also agree with us to stay. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for Iatca Jakarta for delivering the reply speech. Well, this is the end of the match for the first stage. After this one, the adjudicator will move to the another room to have a discussion regarding who is the winner for the first contest. And I would like to welcome for the adjudicator to leave this room to move to another room to have a discussion. Meanwhile, I would like to say it was amazing to hear of all of you guys. Both of the team have a clear argument, and then you deliver your best in speech. I know that this is new things for you. The language is also will be a big challenge to deliver the argument, but I'm sure you deliver it very well. And after all of this match, this is just a match. So after this one, there is no personal attack or something like that. We are all one. We are Iatca Jakarta. We are Iatca for Indonesia, Indonesian Air Traffic Control Association. There is no Jakarta. Bali was still a member of Association of Iatca. And another things I want to say is we have a special moment also for all of the viewers on YouTube. Yes, Iatca Bali, some things to say. Time is yours. Sorry, you're still mute, man.
Sorry, with all due respect, one of my partner need to leave this room because they need to continue works on duty. It is not valid. Is
Okay,
it
so
possible
the
to
voice
leave-
is echoing.
is it possible to leave the room because my partner need to continue on duty work?
Yes, please, please.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, the session is over. Yes, you may leave. It's okay.
Apologies for today. Thank you for all. Thank you for Kak Dinda, Kak, for Tubagus and for all and the judges. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Kita panggil aja ya, Ring, ya.
Right. For the operator, seems we already have the winner for the giveaway. Maybe from the viewers, the best comment at the Iatca channel TV. You have it? Mr. Operator, or you can pronounce the winner of the best commentator of Iatca TV at YouTube channel at the end of the session, yeah? Okay. Already, yeah. Yes, please. Right. Seems we have two winners. Nyala Ergaku. Good luck, guys. Okay. Give a big applause for both of the winners. For Mr. Dedi Kurniawan and Miss Gigi Yudiani Saputri. You will contacted by the coordinator of the match regarding the prize itself. Yeah. Okay. I think this is the end of the match, and we'll be coming back within 5 up to 10 minutes from now, waiting for the sorry, waiting for the information from the adjudicator regarding the winner. I'll see you soon, guys. Thank you.
Mehdi, who is an air traffic controller from Iran, has an acceptable level of English, but he doesn't feel confident enough in speaking in real-life situations and wants to practice. In another part of the world, Olivia, who's also an air traffic controller and speaks excellent English, wants to meet pilots and controllers from around the world. The Speak English programme provides an opportunity for them to meet, network, and achieve this. The Speak English programme was created during the pandemic when travelling to meet people wasn't possible. It's an online programme that helps connect air traffic controllers and pilots around the world so they can share their mutual interests and concerns and network in a friendly, non-judgmental environment and through that improve their confidence in their English speaking ability, socialise, and develop friendships. So, no matter where you're from, if you're a member of an Iatca or Ifalpa association, click on the link and join the SEP for free. Join our big family and get involved now.
Right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for all of you for waiting for the announcement regarding the first match for today. Seems the honorable adjudicator already stated the winner for the first round of the elimination match with average score 85.7 from pros team, and then with average score 83.1 from cons team. So the winners will be the pros team. Give applause for the pros team, the PC Iatca Jakarta. Right. I think this is the end of the match. Thank you very much for Iatca Jakarta. Thank you very much for Iatca Bali. All of you do a great job. Very great job. Thank you for trying all your best. The result is already announced, but the process is everything. And then for the last of the moment, I would like to say thank you very much for the adjudicator. First adjudicator, Mr. Bara. Second adjudicator, Miss Umi. And thank you very much for the committee for celebrating this event. And then at the end of the session, please show up your face, open up your camera. We will have a photo session together. Mr. Operator, you ready to take a screenshot? Okay. Show your best face. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Second one. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you very much again for all of you for
Thank you.
contributing this event.
Thank you
Hopefully
all.
we'll see another chance. And for your information, the second battle will be held at time 2 p.m. Sorry. Yes. 1400 VIB. So be
WB.
ready for the second match. At the end of the session, I would like to say thank you very much for all of you guys for contributing in this event. And I would like to also say so sorry if I have mistakes along leading this session. And see you soon, guys. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Bali.
Thank you, Bali. Thank you, the
Thanks for the
educator.
time, Bali.
Thank you.
Manli.
Siap. Ini boleh. Live
Nyala
ya?
tuh bagus.
Siap, senior, izin.